What's up, guys? Welcome to this episode of The Sweep. I am doing a solo squad here in PUBG. I'm going to just drop in the beginning and go, let's go over here. So a few things I'm going to talk about today is NHL and NBA playoffs and Big Ben being a selfish asshole. But what else is new right there? So first, let's go to NHL playoffs. Yesterday, the Vegas Knights, they advanced to the semis. Fleury and that team looking great. We found out that Evander Kane was playing with an MCL sprain and a separated shoulder. That's what I love about hockey. You know, these men, like, they play through anything. And then you just find out how bad they are injured. And then you look at guys like Kane or Sean Couturier and the Philadelphia Flyers, and they play so well. That's the thing. MCL sprains and tears and shoulder ligaments ripped and everything. I mean, it is just beyond impressive, the stuff that these guys put up with. Uh-oh. Someone's around me. I don't see a gun anywhere down there. I'm going to have to play it safe, guys, and hide right here for a second. He can't get me up here. All right, so while I'm hiding, because I'm assuming him and his teammates probably have guns, and I definitely do not. And there was no guns underneath me, so I'm not going out swinging. I'm just going to chill right here. Oh. Yeah, they just tried to throw a grenade at me. Well, if I die, I die. So, I was going to talk about the playoffs. I flipped the hat around. You see, 412. I'm from Pittsburgh. Live in Charlotte now. I'm a Penguins fan. I let that be known that I like all Pittsburgh things, but I always try to be impartial about it. I'm about to say this. Capitals fans, do not take this as me talking shit, okay? This is not me talking shit. This is just me being serious the way it's going to be. Pittsburgh is going to win tonight. I have full faith that Pittsburgh is going to win the game tonight. And it's not because I'm going to say the Capitals are always choking, blah, blah, blah. I believe, and I believe this, it's just how things work. The Washington Capitals with Ovechkin and the Penguins with Crosby and Malkin, the NHL is going to do everything they can to make sure that game is won by the Penguins today. There's always been iffy calls here and there. Referee is not important. I mean, not important, not perfect, so he messes up a lot. The slashing call in Ovechkin last game was terrible. But the NHL knows how much money is in the Ovechkin and Crosby matchups. The NHL knows how important this is to them to have this game go 7 games. The series go 7 games. So expect a lot of stuff to go Pittsburgh's way. Expect the Penguins to have a lot of power plays today. If there's ever an iffy call, the Penguins will get the benefit of the doubt. There was a gun right here. So, and like I said, I think the Penguins have been playing like hot garbage the last few games. What do we got here? Where is he? Where is he? Let's go get him. That guy's gonna die. There's no way that guy's still alive. They still moving around down there? Back to the Penguins. So they've been playing just awful. Game 5. Penguins did not deserve to win that game. They still did. But that's just indicative of, you know, how the Capitals games go sometime. The Penguins decided not to play the third period of Game 6. They had that game locked. And then, I say it many times, I will continue to say it, the most overrated player in the entire AHL, Crystal Tang. He has no idea how to play defense. He's never in the right positioning. He always pinches way too much. I mean, he tries to yell at Dumlin for that game-tying goal on Kuznetsov. That was your man, Letang, that you should have been covering. Then that final goal that they got the winner on, I could have scored that goal because that was the easiest putback goal I've ever seen because Letang failed to have the right positioning and box out. My issue with the Penguins and Chris Letang is you won the cup without him last year. He misses 30 games or more every single season. You trade him, whatever. You save about $8.7 million. It's been proven you don't need him. Why they keep him, I don't know. That's a discussion for another day. But I think Letang is a contributing factor in how bad the Penguins have been playing, but they also didn't play the entire third period the other day. So the Penguins just really messed up. And so that being said, like I just said, I think the Penguins are not playing to the level of the Capitals. The Capitals have been the better team. I'll switch these up. The Capitals have been the better team. Pittsburgh is just not playing well. But the NHL knows how much money is at stake. They know how many people watch these games and how many people love or hate Crosby and Ovechkin. That's just how it's going to be. So yes, this series will go to a Game 7. And then in Game 7, hopefully we'll see some fairness. But I'm sorry, like I'm not trying to, be all rah-rah for. I'm gonna keep these. I'm not trying to be all rah-rah for the Pittsburgh Penguins, because I always do my best to give non-biased examples and reasonings to why I think teams will win. Oh, I need that. And I just really think that the NHL is going to do everything in their power to make sure that Sidney Crosby and the Pittsburgh Penguins win today. So that's my take on the series tonight. Obviously, I want the Penguins to win. As a Penguin fan, I can't stand the Capitals. They can't stand me. I mean, Capitals fans, I know the Washington Capitals couldn't give two shits about me. We also have the NBA playoffs. And the reason I want to talk about those is whoever watched the Cavaliers play the Raptors last game, I just thought it was so funny. The Raptors were all excited about that three-pointer they made. 14 seconds left on the clock. Look, I understand you needed a three. It was wide open. You had to take it. But I thought they should have ran a play and taken their chances with a couple seconds left on the clock and then see what happens. You hit that three with 8 seconds left. I called a layup. My buddy called the mid-range jumper. Then LeBron just pulls off some nastiness. But the last 10 possessions, I swear, at least it felt like the last 10 possessions. I'm not going to say that's a fact. Last 10 possessions, LeBron either scored or fouled. And by fouled, I mean the Raptors fouled LeBron. So I'm actually at a bar with my buddy, and we're watching the game. And, oh, hold on. And shot. So I'm the only one in the bar laughing. I don't know if I don't like LeBron James. I hate the Cavaliers, but you got to respect how good the man is. And I'm at the bar laughing, and everybody's looking at me, and they're probably thinking like, "What is this? What is this idiot laughing at?" And I'm laughing because you just gave LeBron James 8 seconds. Like I just said, he just scored or got fouled the last 10 possessions. So you give him 8 seconds to go do the same thing? And yes, he pulled off an incredibly hard shot, but you gave him way too much time. Then that just made me laugh so hard because Raptors getting all excited. They just got the game like, oh yeah, rah. Nope. LeBron ruined that real quick for you, and that shit was just too funny. And really, with the playoffs going on, not much news. Van Gundy got fired today in Detroit. No surprise there, I guess. But I want to talk about, and this isn't just because, like I said, I'm a Pittsburgh fan. I want to talk about how much of an asshole Big Ben is. First of all, I want everybody who's listening to know that I don't like Ben Roethlisberger. I could care less. Ever since he's gotten in trouble, I've never really wanted him on the team. I understand I understand that people say, like, he's a football player, throws touchdowns. Well, I just feel like a lot of those guys don't deserve to be on teams. But he's on the Steelers, and I mean, he wins a lot of games, but he also loses a lot of games. And he is, and I'm sure you guys heard this before, and I was saying this 2 years ago to people, that he is in the Brett Favre stage of his career. And what I mean by that is, last 2 years, Big Ben says, I think I'm going to retire. I think I'm going to retire. Now I want to play 3 to 5 years after you drafted a quarterback. What does this sound like? This sounds like Brett Favre and Aaron Rodgers. Except Aaron Rodgers was a first-round draft pick. Ben's getting all butthurt over a third-round draft pick. So, what do you? My response to this is, Ben says in the radio interview that he was shocked by this pick. He thought Pittsburgh used something that could have, helped them out. Mentor Mason Rudolph. He said no. Just if he asks a question, he'll just point to the playbook. Ben just showing what a piece of crap leader he really is. So, my response to that is, hey, Ben, you want the Steelers to do something to help the team out. I mean, what do you need? Like, what do you need? You got arguably the best offensive line in the entire NFL. You have the best receiver in the entire NFL. You have the best running back in the entire NFL. The Steelers just found you Juju Smith-Schuster. Then the Steelers go out and they kept Martavius for you, who you like, and then you got rid of Martavius. The Steelers just got the best deep draft. Not to mention they traded for Vance McDonald. Jesse James, while he has his inconsistencies, is a 6'6", 6'7" tight end. That's a receiving tight end. You never throw to him that much. And I see it in the games that he's open. It's not saying your job's easy. But how about this? You stop complaining. You do your job. You quit talking about retirement, not retirement. And do every Steeler fan a favor and everybody that bets on games. Stop losing to teams like the Bears. Every season, you lose 2 games, at least 2 games, to teams that you should have beaten. And it's not because the defense let up. The defense might make mistakes. You just can't score. You throw 4 interceptions in games. You throw 5 interceptions in games. I don't know. There's hardly a game that goes by where you don't throw an interception. Maybe you should take some of the blame on your shoulders and say, you know what? I'm getting older and I'm forcing stuff now. I just kind of stink a lot of the times lately. Maybe you should stop calling out this kid who, by the way, if you want to play 3 to 5 years, if you're done in 3 years, he's still under contract. So I don't know what the issue is with you. You're just a jackass. Yeah, and I don't really care. I'm so tired. You know what? The NFL is missing out on a lot of money. And the reason I say they're missing out on a lot of money is because there should be no question that Pittsburgh should be Hard Knocks. Every single season, they should put the camera on the Steelers. I swear to God, the Pittsburgh Steelers under Mike Tomlin have become the biggest prima donna crybaby team I've ever seen. Le'Veon Bell he doesn't want $14 million. He wants 14.5, so he's not going to play. Love me Antonio Brown. He's out there throwing water coolers onto the field. Martavius Bryant smokes weed again once traded. Mike Mitchell plays with a broken foot. What's his name? Just Big Ben whines and cries about everything. Mike Tomlin always has the same thing for press conferences. Pittsburgh trades for players and then doesn't play them and makes them unhappy. It's just the biggest joke. I've never seen a bunch of grown men act like so many prima donnas. So NFL, here's an idea for you. Put a camera on the Steelers and make your own drama in the NFL following the biggest crybabies in the entire league. I'm just so tired of seeing grown men cry like this. And it's, Ben, everybody knows you're the starting quarterback. You're not losing your job to Mason Rudolph. Mason Rudolph might have had the most passing yards in the entire NCAA this year, but there's a reason why he fell to the 3rd round. He's not a top-notch quarterback. He's going to take some growing. And by the 3rd or 4th year of his career, he might be ready to step in. And then you continue to go out and say, you just kind of shit on your other backup quarterback, Josh Dobbs, whenever you go out and say, We spent a 4th-round pick last year on a quarterback, Dobbs. And then you continue to say, so did we mess up on that pick? Is he not progressing the way you want? You know what? Everybody. If you don't know this, and the Steelers don't know this, because even people who aren't Steelers fans, they know Landry Jones is one of the worst quarterbacks in the entire NFL. We don't know much about Josh Dobbs. That's one thing that you are right. We don't know. He's only been in the NFL for 1 year. He was a decent quarterback at Tennessee. It seemed like Pittsburgh likes Josh Dobbs. But I just think you just shit on your other backup quarterbacks. And this kid is a 22-year-old who, by the way, class act, goes out and defends Ben Roethlisberger, saying, you know what? I would do the same thing if I was him. I'm a competitor. I'm going to go out there and practice like I'm the starter. And Mason continues to say, I'm obviously not the starter because, everybody knows Big Ben's the starter. He's a future Hall of Fame quarterback. And he just needs to chill out. The thing about Pittsburgh's secondary is you signed Morgan Burnett, moving Sean Davis to free safety, which is where I think is a good position for him. Then you got Joe Hayden, Artie Burns. 2 very good corners right there. Artie has his moments. Don't get me wrong. But he's still young. And then Cameron Sutton's looking really good for Pittsburgh. Then I think a sleeper on the team is a guy that was on the practice squad last year, Malik Golden. I think Malik has a chance to be the backup safety with Barry. And because the question still remains is, what is Pittsburgh doing? That I don't mean that's an insult. The 1st-round draft pick, Edmonds. I see a lot of back and forth. Edmonds is a safety. Edmonds is a sub package. Edmonds is going to replace Shazier. You just don't know. Marcus Allen, I think he might be the steal of the draft. I loved him. I thought he was a 1st, 2nd-round draft pick. I'm really pumped about him being on the Steelers. But I can see him being a true safety and a sub package guy. But I see him being the backup to Morgan Burnett for 2-3 years. But that Malik Golden could be a backup. And then so what was available in the 3rd round? You took the receiver, Washington, in the 2nd round. They took Edmonds in the 1st round. Oh my God, I hate games where I'm just running. I think Pittsburgh's already got a full finished out team. I don't know what position. They drafted a offensive tackle in the 3rd round to add depth to the offensive line. So I just don't know what Big Ben is talking about. Anyway, so that's all the stuff today. Penguins will win today. Not me talking trash. I just think the NHL is going to do everything in their power to ensure that there's one more game of Crosby and Ovechkin. I think it's terrible, but we all got to know how the system works. And Cavaliers will sweep the Raptors tonight, which I cannot wait to stop seeing Drake. Oh, there's people around me. Dunsky, which I like Drake's music. I think Kevin Hart's the funniest man in the world, but I cannot wait to see those two off of the sidelines, because if that was me there, I'd be getting kicked out of the stadium, and I don't even want to hear, oh, Drake's had some warnings. No, Drake's cussing at people, starting fights with Kendrick Perkins, getting into John Wall's face, Bradley Beal's face. It's not right, because if I do stuff like that, I'm in a hell of a lot of trouble. Love their music, love Kevin Hart. I think I watch every movie Kevin Hart's ever been in. I've seen all his stand-ups. I think he's one of the funniest people in the world. Only bad thing I have to say about Kevin Hart is I don't like how he acts on the basketball court. It's just annoying to me. Everybody's a diehard fan that's there. You're not the only Philadelphia 76er fan. You're not the only Toronto Raptor fan. So that'll be nice to see those two out of the playoffs. Come on, get to the boat, big boy. There we go. Speed boost. Take this bad boy right up on land. There we go. Let's get ready to shoot some people. Wow, really? No one's in here? I'll take that ammo. I thought for sure there'd be people in this building. Yay, more ammo. Turn the O2 into O3. Alright, small little move now. Just finished checking this place for some more ammo. I got the pan. Alright, let's get out of here. 14 people left. Come on, there's got to be some. Wow, I haven't seen that many people. That's the downside to me of the classic arcade. Arcade's hard. You know, you're so many people in such a small area. You can get popped from anywhere at any time. I mean, there's like 30 people in an area smaller than that I'm in right now. All right. Come on, let's find some people. Yeah, I mean, I love the classic mode because it's just a bigger map, but yeah, that's something, you know, if you go on my social media of at the Sweep Show, there's a game where I played with my buddy and I had 15 kills. Like, where's that game at again? I thought that was a guy laying down. All right, what do I got? I got 2 kills this game. Not that entertaining. Sometimes you just get bored playing it yourself. I mean, like, I just spent so much time running. I saw those 2 guys in the beginning, and I don't understand how the guy that wasn't in the car survived. And hell, I mean, I've died crashing my dune buggy. So I don't even know what's going on there. There we go. Where is the supply drop going? There she blows. Gotta be people around that supply drop. Just gotta be. Come on now. Come on, show me where the red smoke is. No, okay, never mind. It's not even landed yet. There we go. Let's hope this guy doesn't come through the bush. I don't even see it. Oh, Lord. Should have never shot. Mistakes were made. I got a whole squad raining down on me. Oh, what a shot. Dang. All right, where did I finish? 7th place. All right, guys, I wanted to get one game in. I did. I was trying hard to get that winner chicken dinner. Got a little greedy heading towards the supply drop. I knew it was going to be a lot of trouble there with squads. I was playing solo squads. Hopefully I'll get back on again later. And talk to you guys soon.